They said the truth won't survive beside the lies that maintain the decaying faces of this.
And like, you can make fun of literally everything Hold the Truth Hostage does. There's no end to the laughs that we can get out of Hold the Truth Hostage. But do I think he's the devil? Yes. You know what I mean? I definitely don't think he's not the devil.
Hold the truth hostage. So what? So he's going to hell. How long will it before Hold the Truth says hands up, don't shoot? Just saying.
I do honestly think.
Man. Is this you?
Yeah, this is the real me.
Okay, good, man. How you doing?
Hey, good. Yeah, no, I was to see the Black Pill guys as that guy Hold the Truth. I call him, and please don't get offended by this. This is my favorite line from Hold the House Negro, because he's a house Negro on that panel. And I don't care if anyone gets offended, that's what he is. Yeah, no, I've got a lot of strong words to say about these guys, and I was really happy that you invited me on to chat.
High value Black men. There just isn't a lot.
I grew up a white guy growing up in New Zealand, just as it is. You know, the very first thing people will say when they see me jump into this, onto this stream or whatever, they'll be like, oh, you know, he's alt-right or some sort of underlying racial acrimony, which couldn't be further from the case. And I'm a very liberal guy, very accepting. I've moved further and further away from my sympathy towards 90% of this guy's Black manosphere. And that was a completely different kettle of fish as well, because every video, like I came into contact with Kevin Samuels, right? I found his channel, and every video he's attacking Black women. He sometimes frames it as just quote women, but he always frames it as Black women. That's also another big thing. I call them house Negroes. All the little guys that simp for him. All of these buck dancing guys that constantly spam at Kevin Samuels in the title, constantly trying to suck up to Kevin Samuels. They're all denigrating Black women. If you refer to them as house Negroes, they're like, oh, he's being racist, which of course I'm not. If you refer to them as house Negroes, they're like, oh, he's being racist, which of course I'm not. It's like some of my favorite icons from history.
Yeah, but you have to, I mean, this is the thing. It sounds a certain way. It does. Like,
yeah, it does sound a certain way.
It sounds a certain way. I mean, I feel you, but it sounds a certain way. It really do.
Totally. Look, I'm sorry. That's just how I looked at these guys. These guys that are just totally dusty. I refer to them as house Negroes. They're like, oh, he's being racist, which of course I'm not. That guy Hold the Truth. I call him, and please don't get offended by this. This is my favorite line from Hold the House Negro, because he's a house Negro on that panel. And I don't care if anyone gets offended, that's what he is.
A Black man.
There it is, man. There it is, right off the fucking top, the fucking black card. How long will it before Hold the Truth says hands up, don't shoot? Just saying.
I do honestly think.
Man.
Pill ill, y'all niggas better listen. I'm Black 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 Pill, I'm ill with this will. 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 I'm Black Pill, I'm ill with this will.
It's so important, guys. So important. By the way, women are the majority of voters in the United States.
Female content creators help the manosphere be balanced and prevent the formation of cults. She has agreed to an alliance with me and other balanced content creators to call out the bullshit and hypocrisies. I look forward to see the cat.
How long will it before Hold the Truth says hands up, don't shoot? Just saying.
I do honestly think.
Man.
Hey everybody, what's up, man? It's Hold the Truth Hostage, where if the truth was so important, we wouldn't negotiate with lies, we would hold the truth hostage. Now, you know, this is just a quick video. You know, I think a lot of people, especially the Zoomers who grew up with the internet and grew up with basically technology at the tip of their hands with with the phones. I mean, you could tell the difference between a millennial and a Zoomer is that, we still remember, calling a phone a smartphone, while the Zoomers just remember calling it's a phone. You know what I'm saying? And I think one of the problems with having technology at your hands so quickly and growing up with it is that you're gonna make videos where you don't stop and think. One of the problems is a lot of people's minds, and this is what's really happening, why a lot of people are developing mental illness from overusing virtual technology, is that your brain, you're trying to keep up with the technology mentally. You were raised on trying to be as quick and as efficient and keeping up with the technology as much as possible. And the problem with that is that your brain, to keep up with this technology and the speed it's going towards, your mind is basically cutting off your attention span. You're having far less of an attention span. And what that does is, with less of attention span, is that you're far less able to basically stop. It's kind of like with the less attention spans you have, the less of a mental break system you have. That's why you see people just posting stuff online that they shouldn't be posting. Stuff that should be personal is being made public, or stuff that should never be seen is being shown. So a lot of people, their minds are adjusting. Our mind isn't faster than this technology. So to adjust, your mind is sacrificing your attention span. I mean, they said the average person's attention span now is becoming less than a goldfish. So that's basically becoming less than 8 seconds. So, with the internet, man, and this technology, you gotta really learn to understand it's okay to just stop and think before you record and post something. And most people, they're losing that ability or lost it already. Another reason I say you gotta stop and think is that, a lot of the Zoomers, because a lot of people will come at the Zoomers, man, aggressively and negatively, from millennials to, the Gen Xers. You know what I'm saying? I don't really count the boomers. I mean, a lot of people over exaggerate this boomer thing as though you encounter that many boomers, But yeah, Gen X and millennials tend to come at the Zoomers a little far harshly for their dependence on technology, when reality is they didn't have a choice. Like us millennials, the way we grew up, man, they would just toss the TV at us. You know what I'm saying? We'd be on watching the TV, and TV raised us. You know what I'm saying? And I think the Gen Xers similar. Maybe they were more active, but the thing is, the Zoomers, they grew up at a young age where they were just given a smartphone. They could search YouTube, they could search online. The amount of entertainment and the amount of, their ability to multitask entertainment, switch from this tab to that tab. So, their mind has just been overexposed to just access to the internet and technology. And what's happened is, for their mind to, to coexist with it, they've sacrificed and lost the ability to basically have a, far longer term attention span. Like, us millennials, and Gen Xers, millennials, where we saw the phone before you could use it for the internet. You know what I'm saying? As in, we still, most of our time while using a phone, before it was a smartphone, was basically, we were still interacting with the real world. We still had our attention span mostly focused on the real world. And that's over 10, 15 years, 20 years of that, While the Zoomers, on the other hand, man, they grew up with this technology. They grew up where you're far more distracted and your attention is far more in the grasp of technology that's at the palm of your hands than the real world. So a lot of the Zoomers, man, they grew up on it, and their minds has basically adjusted to that by sacrificing their attention span, which also can be a skill, because with less of attention span, you tend to take far less time to move on to something else, you know. And, you know, I'll say one thing. You know, one ability that the Zoomers have, and I think it's a strength that, you know, the previous generations don't have, because the Zoomers were so exposed to technology at such an early age, is that they've learned to multitask. And they've learned to multitask from a perspective of that's how you should be thinking. You should be thinking on a multitask level. Like the Zoomers, because of access to technology, being able to talk to somebody while watching a video, being able to talk to somebody while you're recording something, the Zoomers tend to extremely more naturalistically multitask than the previous generation. And another thing is, because the Zoomers have a lower level of attention span to something that, you know, doesn't matter to them, you know what I'm saying, or something they don't know, they're far more easily able to basically change things or not watch or pay attention. So there's a particular strength that comes to a lower attention span, you know, that the Zoomers have. And another thing is, because the Zoomers are so dependent on technology, they tend to seek out solutions and, you know, knowledge more from the technological perspective, rather than, you know, reach out to people for answers here and there. So it makes them a lot more efficient and less dependent on, you know, seeking out stuff from other people. And another thing with the Zoomers, and why streaming is becoming so successful, I mean, it's to the point where, let's be honest here, I mean, the Zoomers don't know most celebrity actors. You know, most of those celebrities that came from film and, you know, came from more of a industry level of stardom, the Zoomers tend to far more or far less relate to them. I mean, even me now, dude, I can't really name that many actors beyond the 90s and like super early 2000s. The rest, I don't really know them. You know what I mean? The rest are just, it's a blurred image of faces. That's why Hollywood is losing. That's why the loss of, I think I got to do video. That's why the loss of Henry Cavill, a Superman that a generation of people knew the actor, even though they were so enthralled and entertained by TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, they still knew him, is a major loss.
How long will it before Hold the Truth says hands up, don't shoot? Just saying.
I do honestly think
So important, guys. So important. By the way, women are the majority of voters in the United States. Like that.
Pill ill, y'all niggas better listen. I'm black 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 pill, I'm ill with this will. 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 They said the truth won't survive beside the lies that maintain the decaying faces of this place.
Female content creators help the manosphere be balanced and prevent the formation of cults. She has agreed to an alliance with me and other balanced content creators to call out the bullshit and hypocrisies. I look forward to see the cat.
How long will it before Hold the Truth says hands up, don't shoot? Just saying.
I do honestly think